Welcome to SOMCZ Marketing Events LLC YouTube channel. Today we have the pleasure of interviewing Latasha Reaves. She wears many hats, many hats. She's an author. She sells paparazzi. She's an inspirational speaker, and she's a model, and probably a whole lot of other things, but we're going to let her tell you about that after we do a little bit of Marketing Monday. So y'all know I shop with everybody. So my dress today comes from let me get it right, y'all. Lovely Lady Clothing. Y'all don't laugh at me, but I actually took the tag off so I do not get it wrong. Her name is Donna Young. She has a Facebook page. She laughing at me. That ain't funny because I didn't want to get it wrong. Lovely Lady Clothing on Facebook and Instagram, and her name is Donna Young. Y'all, she has some beautiful clothing, okay? My earrings. Y'all see my earrings? They are beautiful, ain't it? Tashika Brown on Facebook. Tashika Brown, and she has some amazing jewelry. They're different. They're very different. And coasters. If you're a business owner like me, I love different stuff, right? So we were at the networking event, and she had coasters with football teams and all of that on it. So you know the coaching in me was like, hold a minute, let me get, her name is Portia Edie. Ooh. And I was like, let me get, I need you to do something for me. I need you to make me coasters with my business name. So each coaster has everything from YouTube to my website to Facebook and to Instagram. And then in the middle, and she seals them. They are glass, y'all. Glass. And she seals them. So you don't have to worry about your letters messing up. You actually can take the coasters and put drinks on without them messing up. So,
and how long does it take to receive it, or does she do it on spot?
It took her, I ordered it Saturday, and I didn't meet her to get it. Her brother actually brought it to me Saturday, but she had it ready Wednesday. So it doesn't take long for her to do it. Her name is Portia Edie on Facebook. So we have Portia Edie. We have Lovely Lady Clothing, Donna Young, and we have Tashika Brown. Those are my 3 Marketing Mondays, okay? Yes. So we're going to dig into Latasha Reaves. Yes, this soon to be multi-millionaire with all these different platforms. Yes, that's what we're supposed to. That's what got to speak stuff over ourselves, honey. So I'm going to have to read this book. This book look good. Mirror Imperfections. Let's talk about this. I love titles, y'all. She have 2, but it's something about this one that caught my attention. It's a title thing for me. Okay. Titles really get me. Now, I love this one, Discovering Beauty Undefined Through Pain. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's a good one. I like this one, too. See, I'm going to have to get both of them read. So, we're going to talk about this one first. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the
this one, this one's special because this was the first one that I actually self-published. So that's like giving birth to a baby.
Yes, that's a big step, doing it on your own.
It takes a lot to do it.
Yes.
I started off wanting to publish it with someone, but during the process, it shifted. It just felt better to do it on my own.
Okay.
It just, I don't know, it just, something changed.
Okay.
You know, spiritually, that's where it was. It was like, nope, stop. The whole process literally came to a standstill on this book. And then when it started back, I was like, the cover was wrong, just the whole process. So I just stopped the process and was like, you know, God, can you help me with this? And then next, you know, it's like, you got to release it. Somebody needs to hear it. And then it's like right after the pandemic, that's when I wanted to release it. And so it just like fell into place with everything we was going through. When you start reading it, there are certain things in there that kind of can help those who are going through stuff right now.
Okay.
There is a chapter in there where I think one person really brought to my attention, and this was a male, because I'm finding out more males are reading this, and that was really a pivoting point for me.
Right.
Because I was like, y'all actually looking at it, I said this time, well, it doesn't seem like a self-man-hating book. It's one that everybody can get something from.
That's good.
Finances, from emotions, spiritual, you get something somewhere, somehow you get something to help you. Because one of the chapters in there that really stands out and I can speak about is comfort zone, because this is domestic violence month.
Right.
So I was speaking with someone else who's an author, who was kind of talking, and like, since I wrote this book, it's like getting to know other people, authors, and it's really grown since then. But they thought that chapter really talked, especially when it comes to domestic violence, because a lot of people don't realize how you're impacted by it. And they all think it's all physical,
Right.
and it's not physical.
Right. It could be mentally,
mental.
emotionally, all of that.
Actually, financially too.
Right. That part too.
So, and this was from a male perspective because they were going through it. And so it was like, you got a part in there to talk about, I know this, and talks about the turnaround, how things happen. And it didn't necessarily pinpoint a physical, it just said, this is the comfort zone, because when you're going through domestic violence, you tend to get used to it.
Right.
It becomes a norm for you.
Right.
And so then it's like, a lot of people didn't realize it becomes, it's weird to say comfort zone, but that's exactly it. That's
Right.
what they live.
Because you live in it and you feel like it's normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's become your new norm. So
yeah. And other people would say, oh, I wouldn't do that. My mind's too strong. It's not the
you can't,
case.
yeah, you can't say
Because even the strongest person have that one weak moment, and that's the moment that is capitalized on.
Right. So y'all listen. Mirror Imperfection. Y'all make sure y'all go get this book, okay? Where is it located?
I have them on hand, but
Okay.
you can go to Amazon when you type in, because I'm self-publishing, Mirror Imperfections, and include my name, Latasha Reaves. It's Reaves. I have to make sure
I was about to say,
that.
make sure spell it in, because I would put Reeves.
Yes,
Oh, yes.
because it's a name that was from up north. Up north, it's spelled Reaves. Down south, Reeves.
Okay. So now let's get into more detail about your modeling and all the different things you do, because I want people to know you as a whole.
Okay.
Not just as an author, but as a whole, because you never know who may be looking for a model, or who may be looking for an author that models. You know what I'm saying? Because it can go hand in hand, or inspirational speaker, or motivational speaker that, you know what I'm saying, can dig some of the things out of your book and speak to the crowds and the masses. So tell a little bit about who you are as a whole, every aspect of you.
Okay, well, first, I am a mother. I'm a mother of 3. Oh my gosh, I got to really brag about them, because each one has their own special talent. My oldest, she's in college. She's going to go to medical school to become a doctor. She's kind of wavering right now on becoming a doctor or a doctorate in laboratory studies. So she's kind of in an internship right now. So she's doing good on that. My other daughter, she is also engineering. So she teaches it. You wouldn't think she was, but she's been teaching it since she's been in middle school. So for her to be that young, she teaches robotics. She's done it at Kenan High School. They have an excellent program there. I love that program there. They've helped her develop. So for her, that was a development factor. And from there, she's blossomed. So that's what she's going to go to school for. And my son, he's football, sports all around guru, everything. So that's my proud moments of my kids. I'm also in the military. And I love it. Been serving for more than 15 years. Retirement, wavering right now. You know, that 5-year retirement time, you got to look at them like, I'm going to stay in, get out. We'll see. So right now, we're kind of preparing for our exit. It's something that I learned from Steve Harvey when I went down to get him to sign a book of his, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man. Yep, went to get him to sign my book. So he said, you know, you got to plan your exit. We don't do that.
No.
So that stuck with me. And ever since then, I got to plan what I'm going to do when I get out. So, and then as a model, I do different things. It started off as being in photography, just being in front of the camera. And then I got from behind that because I wanted to be home with my kids. Being a photographer, I was out doing too much, being in places. And I wasn't really that passionate, but when I got in front of the camera, you could tell the story and you use your body and you're selling the clothes.
I like that.
Yep, you're selling the clothes. So I do boudoir, I do brand ambassador with different clothing, makeup, face, everything. And then I also do, got into the writing because it was therapeutic. And being an author. Hi, you can reach me on Facebook, 2 different pages. Personal is Latasha Reaves. Let me spell that for you. Latasha, last name Reaves. My business page is Lady, Ladi, John Ray, JON''Rea. And pretty much on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, that's how you're going to find me on those other, because I didn't do Tumblr.
Okay.
I didn't do Tumblr because it was a little chaotic. I had it. I deleted it. And then my TikTok, well, I mostly watch. I laugh. I have too much fun.
Sound like me. I told my daughter we need to start doing a business TikTok because if you
do?
notice, businesses are getting on TikTok and they're actually flourishing. So I'm like, we got to get on TikTok. But she say I'm corny when it comes to that because I be too serious. Like I be wanting to be perfected, and you gotta do it right. And she be like, Mom, but that's not what TikTok about.
You can perfect it. As a matter of fact,
hard.
you can do. So you need to do one. I'm gonna get back on TikTok
Okay,
and we'll do that.
one.
And then to find out about being an actor, I'm on they got the Amazon IMDb.
Okay.
So that's on there too.
Okay. Well, thank Latasha Reaves for joining SOMCZ today on our YouTube channel, Marketing Monday. Until next Monday, deuces.
Thank you for having me.